pero yo no puedo...
Oh, man, you don't even speak English, man. Come on.
Freeze!
I just want to ask you one more question. The night that your wife died, you said she accidentally fell on the knife. 27...
Sorry, sir, we're gonna have to get a better imitation of Peter Falk to get cast in this show. Sorry, next!
I don't care who you are. I don't care if my wife loves you. I don't care at all. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I swear I wasn't sleeping with her, I swear to God.
You were sleeping with my wife?
Certainly not.
We gotta talk. Who are you sleeping with?
Well...
Freeze!
Wow! And you say you found Jimmy Hoffa where?
Well...
Freeze!
We'll never know.
No, Louie, I don't think it's a head camp, I think...
God, I don't know how the cat got in.
Freeze! Freeze!
The Empire State Building. Got a quarter?
Freeze!
Sorry.
We gotta jump. It's a pact. Freeze! Now, friends, I will save this man from the horrid condition that you find him in if you would all hold hands. Freeze! What do you mean, hands across Rhode Island? What a stupid idea! Freeze!
Come on, pull. The boat and trailer come out. The Jeep's sure to follow.
Freeze! The next time we come out to this park, remember the damn volleyball net, all right?
16th century occupation for Greg.
Blacksmith. Chicken plucker.
Chicken plucker.
Ye old chicken plucker.
Plucker that was, right? And may I have one? 16th century occupation.
You're a hooker.
Beg your pardon.
A rug hooker.
Okay, I'm a 16th century hooker. And what is our 16th century location? This stage.
The church.
The church.
The church, thank you. So Greg is a chicken plucker and I am a hooker in a church. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shakespeare's 37th unknown play.
Excuse me, young fellow. Dost thou know where the preacher man is? I have a naked chicken for him.
Thou recognizest not me.
Not you, no. I have no recollection of who thou art.
Look closely upon me, Hubert. I am your brother.
My brother!
Of course.
After all these years, hold my chicken brother! Oh, dearest me! 'Tis been ages, where hast thou been? Give me that back.
Hold thy mirth.
And my chicken. 'Tis a church, I shall keep my mirth to a minimum. What?
Couldst thou not put thy chicken someplace where it would not be so noticeable, please?
Well, the little beggar will run away. He's not quite dead. Just hold him there. Ting! There, okay, I think I've subdued him thusly and he will stay. Where hast thou been all these 24 years now?
No, I am loath to tell thee.
Well, loath as thou art, tell away, I am thy brother after all.
Herbert, I can see you have carried on the family trade, killing chickens, plucking them, and delivering them.
Yes.
That's
this chicken pluckers in all the kingdom.
Yes, 'tis a foul trade.
True, but somebody has to pluck the darn things.
And yet, I have carried on in the footsteps of our dear mother.
Thou slut!
Thou dirty! Nay, but Hubert, I have come here to do the beads and atone for that which I did so formerly do.
Thou hast decided to repent for thy sins.
Yes, but of course, but.
Thou hast been hooking round the kingdom. Round.
And it is tragic for the Dauphine and the Queen's sister and the Queen herself have all borne children which look quite like me. They bear my visage.
Well, that's a strange coincidence. Oh, I seest.
Mom's the word.
Yes, Dad's the word, brother mine.
Indeed.
Indeed it is.
Now.
Well, thou shouldst repent and get on thy knees.
But I fear thou art friendly with the priest here. I know that, for thou hast brought him a bare-naked chicken.
Indeed.
But
Must be a friend to bring a priest a naked chicken. And indeed I am, thou art right.
yes, but as thou art a chicken plucker and I am a chick,
I'm not the chicken plucker, I'm the chicken plucker's son. I'm only plucking chickens till the chicken plucker comes. Sorry,
yes, but I dost limerick well.
Thank
Thou
you.
must know, I cannot repent, for the priest will not allow me in his church. I have snuck in here unawares. When I did meet up with you, my former brother Herbert, well, thou art still my brother, but
Yes.
canst thou help me? Canst thou somehow convince the priest to let me repent of my former ways?
I may be able to help thee along with the priest, but the priest is a staunch right-wing priest, i.e., a strange and noble churchman is he, and thou must be sure that thou will be willing to repent and face the sacrifices of the priest, or thou shalt find dearth and gloom and despair and other such nasty stuff.
Oh, Herbert, what could I do to repent? Teach me and I shall obey.
Well, firstly, thou must take off thy slutty garbs that thou dost wear. Take off thy golden chains and thy trinkets and thy trappings of the life of no good thou hast led. And they must put on the robe of a choir boy. And thou must adopt an angelic visage and sing solemn hymns.
My sacrifice doth grow long indeed.
Indeed.
I shall take my clothes off, 'tis my fault. Oh,
What
perhaps
is the chicken? He's very shy.
I shall don...
Quick, he looketh not.
Right, I shall don the robes.
Here art the robes, put thou. Put on the robes of the choir boy. Aye, thou lookst like the angel brother I once knew.
It does become me, does it not?
It dost become thou. Thou shalt transform, and thou shalt be one of the finest and most upright members of, yea, this congregation, the noble congregation of the King, and the pastor himself, who is due in 5 minutes hence on the sundial.
5 minutes?
Indeed.
On the sundial?
Yes.
Good thing there is a shaft of light coming through the top of the cathedral.
Indeed it is, indeed. Aye, so thou
Wait.
must prepare.
Hold thy wrist this way, we can cheat 5 more minutes.
History, the Watergate scandal. Woodward and Bernstein have a clandestine appointment with Deep Throat.
Come on, Woodward, it's getting late, man. Hurry up.
Hello, may I have something that is in the forefront of the news? The stock market crash. Thank you, and welcome to Poets Corner.
Hello, welcome to the Puerile Poetry Hour. I have with us tonight 3 of America's foremost young poets, and they are going to expound right here, right now, on the stock market crash, or correction if you're a Republican. Will you introduce yourself, please?
Ah, sure. My name is Ty Weed.
And Mr. Weed, what is the name of your poem?
Whoops-a-daisy.
Ladies and gentlemen, whoops-a-daisy.
Oh, man. Whoops-a-daisy. There goes your portfolio, flying down into a huge holio. Thou art silly for investing so much money. Go out on the beach, have fun where it's sunny. Hey.
Well, if he wasn't doing this, he'd be homeless. And what's your name, sir?
Billy D. Washington Carver King Jr.
And Mr. Junior, what's the name of your poem?
I call it Crash.
Was that Crash or Crash or Crisis or what was that?
I said crash, man. It's just crash.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Crash. I woke up one day. Suddenly, boom, the market was down. Uh-oh, I said to myself. I pulled out the papers. Uh-oh, said the press. I turn on the television. Uh-oh, said Mr. Correspondent to me. I walk on the street. My broker said, uh-oh, crash.
Well, isn't he a righteous dude?
What's your name, little fellow?
Edgar Allan Puke.
And Mr.
Puke, what's the name of your poem?
Go ahead, make my portfolio.
Go ahead, make my portfolio.
Hey, sorry, man.
Falling, falling, falling. Hopes are dashed. You got no cash. The market crashed. You should have invested in fucking real estate.
Bang!
What we need now is a location that this stage can be.
Something a little more vague.
We're in Cleveland.
Flats.
The flats like the desert?
Oh, like the water with the flats. That's in Cleveland.
We never been to Cleveland, man.
Let me give this one more shot.
Yeah.
Hi, we need a location where this stage can be.
A public place.
New York, Central Park.
Central Park, we're in the park.
We've been there.
We're in Central Park. The object of this exercise is for us to create as many scenes in 1 minute in Central Park as we can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Minute Madness.
Smoke, man, smoke. I got smoke. Switchblades. I got coke.
Gum on my shoe.
Hey, mister, I've been to the zoo. I said I've been to the zoo.
Mace, blackjack, stun guns. Mace, blackjack, stun guns. Stick 'em up, pal. You're under arrest, son.
Here, Pidgey, Pidgey. Here, Pidgey, Pidgey.
It's input time again. What we need now are a list of styles of television programming, styles of film, that sort of thing. From film noir, westerns, all that kind of stuff. Just as many styles of television, film, or drama as you can come up with. Mystery.
Comedy.
Science fiction, comedy. Tragedy.
Muppet.
Muppet romance, or a Muppet romance. Slapstick.
Karate.
Karate, said the man with the camera. And some more, anything. Television. Adventure. Along the lines of what's his name? Big Rope. Adult film. Pornography.
Little euphemism.
Talk show, a talk show. Styles of drama, a few more styles of film.
Soap opera.
A soap opera.
I think we got enough.
He thinks we have enough. Could I have a location again, please? The beach. Okay, it's gonna be a beach. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, roll.
Man, those chicks ought to be here soon, man. I hope my biceps grow between now and then.
You want to get in with those chicks, you gotta have more than your biceps grow, man.
Oh man, do you think we'll score, man?
Hey, it's in the bag.
Is it really?
Man, those girls are easy.
Freeze! Soap opera.
Of
Yes,
course, you know what happens with easy girls, like Valerie and Diane?
They had my babies. Of course, so did John.
Before his lobotomy?
Yes, after his wife went into the hospital.
Not for her liver transplant.
Freeze! Adventure.
Yes, they had to go into the deepest, darkest jungle, like this chest that's just washed up on shore.
Inside.
Freeze! Science fiction.
What is it? What is it, Sal? It's green. It's growing. It's...
I don't know what it is, But I'm going to put mustard on it and eat it.
No! No! I saw it first!
Freeze! Talk show.
So you did see it first. But then what did you say to it once you first saw it?
Well, I seemed to have this telepathic communication with it right off the bat, to tell you the truth. It seemed to be an intelligence, maybe from an outer space, say. And I felt there was an instant camaraderie between us. And the 16 eyes on the top side didn't seem to throw me. I just felt that he got a better view of our world.
Freeze! Karate.
Don't let you take the thing in the box away from me.
Yes.
Want to fight? You're right.
You and who's on me? Freeze! Muppet movie.
We shouldn't fight. We shouldn't fight about this. No. We should be friends and share.
Freeze! Adult movie.
Everything. Share everything.
I've got a zucchini.
Moments in history. General George Custer and the Little Big Horn.
Don't worry, General. There are no Indians for miles.
Need now is something bizarre. It's your turn to use your imaginations. We need an activity that is non-existent, such as telekinetic hairstyle or building with jello. Something to this effect. Something bizarre. Use your imaginations now. Go.
Lesbian gophers.
That's along the right lines. Anything else? Some sort of bizarre activity or occupation.
Clipping your elbows.
Elbow clipping, that's still along the right lines. Folding paper clips. That's closest yet. If you can. Come on, one more good one. Excuse me? Baking with mud. I like that one. Baking with mud. That is our topic for the interview.
Hello. Welcome to the most unusual discussion hour, the Mud Hour.
Hello.
Hello, where we focus entirely on things dealing with mud. We have here an expert today in baking with mud. I wonder, sir, would you introduce yourself to our crowd?
My name is Nigel. I've got a syndicated cooking show on BBC Two, Cooking with Nigel. And my speciality is cooking with mud. You see, it was a bit of a development that I initiated. No one's ever done this before.
Well, Nigel, excuse me, please. I do believe a combination of dirt and water has been around for several years.
Most people don't cook with it, do they?
No, I don't suppose they do.
Most people waste it. They get perfectly good mud on their shoes and they just sluice it off.
Do you have some sort of specialty dealing with shoe mud?
Well, no, but I'm working on one.
I see.
However, I should perhaps go back to the beginning. You see, I was specialising. See, there's cooking shows that teach you to cook French, and there's cooking shows that teach you to cook Italian. I was the first one to teach people to cook English. You see.
English mud, yes.
Well, you see, most people remarked that English cuisine all tastes like mud anyway.
Yeah, true.
You see, if you've ever had bangers and mash in the morning, you know what I mean. So I figured, as long as whatever I start with, whether I start with prime beef or pork or mutton, if it's all going to end up tasting like mud, I might as well start with it.
Very good point. Do you have any particular favorite recipe, and do you import your mud?
Well, no, I believe in cooking British. You see, I don't want to use any imported products if I can avoid it. So basically, the best mud actually is coal tailings from Yorkshire, you see. You go out with the pits on these great mountains of it, and it's very inexpensive. Also, it doesn't have to be refrigerated, which is a big plus.
Big plus.
Saves a lot on electricity.
I see. I hear a rumor has it, as it were, that you have a dieter's line of mud products come out, a lean cuisine sort of mud product line. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's true. I make my mud pudding and my mud pie. You can have all the desserts you want if they're made of mud, and they're high in minerals.
I hear you're also starting a cooking school to train other people to cook with mud.
That's true. That's true. Most people are cooking with this tofu crap, which is expensive, and you've got to use imported soybeans. Well, I say, use good English soil. Balance the trade deficit.
I see. So,
Maggie Thatcher gave me a medal.
did she? Oh, isn't that lovely? What was that medal for?
It was the order of the mud pie. It was made specially for me.
Oh, I see.
That's right.
Right. Well,
She only eats mud now. It's why she's got such a lovely complexion.
The way it happened, see? I was on the golf course with my usual Wednesday morning foursome, and I was getting ready to tee off on the fourth hole. Let me tell you, I was stinking a place up. I had triple bogeyed on the first 3 holes, and we played for 50 cents a stroke to the winner. I knew I was going to drop a few bucks. I didn't care. I'm getting ready to tee off, and this little frog jumps up in front of me, and he says, "Ribbit, use a 9-iron." I said, "I can't use a 9-iron on this. It's a 240-yard shot." He says, "Ribbit, trust me." I figure, what the hell? I go over to my bag, I'm putting my driver back, I get out a 9-iron. The guys see this, they start cracking up. They say, "Hey, let's make it $5 a stroke." And I said, "No, that's too rich for my blood." And the frog says, "Ribbit, take the bet." Never lied to me before. I took the bet. I teed off, and that ball sailed like I had never hit it before. It landed just 4 inches from the cup. And the whole rest of the day, this frog is following me around the golf course, telling me what to do. I'm in the sand trap. He says, "Ribbit, use a wood." I use a wood. Pop, goes right in. I got a 30-foot putt. He says, "Ribbit, use a pitching wedge." Use a pitching wedge, that sucker curved right in. Needless to say, I took those guys for over $900. I just got done counting my winnings. I was getting ready to go home when I see a little frog jumping around, and I said to myself, "Geez, this little guy's been good luck to me. I'm going to take him home and make him a pet." So I picked him up and I brought him over in the car and I put him in. I got the seatbelt on him and I drove him home. And I get him home and I brought him inside and played little jumping games on the counter. I went outside and got some flies and fed him, and he was really happy. And I figured, now I got to find some place for him to sleep. So I went over and I put some water in the bathtub. Figured he'd be comfortable there, you know. And the frog said, "Ribbit, I'd rather sleep with you." $900 is $900. He wants to sleep with me? Fine. I brought him over to the bed. Put him on the pillow, I got him all tucked in. I'm all ready to sleep. My head hits the pillow and I hear, "Ribbit, what, no good night kiss?" I'm not into reptiles, but all right, I kissed the frog. Suddenly there was a bright flash of light and a huge puff of smoke. And the frog was transformed into a gorgeous, naked, 15-year-old girl. And I swear to God, Your Honor, that's just the way it happened.
Hello. I'm Father Timothy. We here at Our Lady of Perpetual Responsibility have a problem. In recent years, there's been a decline in the popularity of the Catholic Church. Some say it's because we're not keeping in step with these changing times. Others say it's because we haven't reached the youth of America. Well, we're trying to change all that. And I've been authorized by the Pope himself to give you this message. Now, we here at the diocese are asking you to listen, please. You know, you stay with us.
your soul is safer. And as a bonus, get a little white wafer. Just chug on up, we stick it on your tongue. Sip a little wine and we all have fun. Singing group. Singing group. Now we know you don't like the rule or regulation, but now you don't need it for eternal salvation. Eat meat on Friday and what's really swell, we won't throw your soul into the fires of hell. Singing group. Singing group. Now we've listened to you and we've learned our lesson. So now we got express confession. You just drive on in, confess your sin, in 5 minutes you're out. Starting over again, but your soul's absolved. No ifs, ands, or maybes. You won't cry like a Frito in the skillet of Hades. Now speaking of sinning, now won't you listen to me? We took the 10 commandments and we cut them to 3. You can kill or steal or blaspheme the deity, but now it's okay to commit adultery. Now, if it's the sermons and the lectures that you're hating, buy a video game where you blow away Satan. Or maybe join the seminary if you wanna, cause all our nuns are now dressing like Madonna, singing. Yeah, we're really hip and we're really groovy. All our hymns are now written by Bon Jovi. It's a Catholic church. It's for me and it's for you. There's no discrimination. Remember, Jesus was a Jew. So come on down. You know you never need a map. Cause now we're diving through the Vatican rap. Singing group.
Do you know me? My name is Camilo Benito de la Córdoba de Jesus Garcia Mendoza da Pombo. People do not remember my name. You see, I come to this country in 1981. And since that time, I have made millions and millions of dollars in the import-export business. But still, sometimes when I go to Burdines to buy about 20 pairs of Sergio Valente jeans, and about 15 Panamanian dictator type shirts, people do not believe that I, Camilo Benito de la Córdoba de Jesus Garcia Mendoza da Pombo, am a true American patriot. That is why I carry this. The American Express Gold Green Card. It is the perfect thing for all of my shopping and naturalization needs. But the reason I especially love this card is it is the only one that can fit my whole name. Camilo Benito de la Córdoba de Jesus Garcia Mendoza da Pombo. The American Express Gold Green Card. Don't leave Chrome without it.
And now, live from downtown, Opie Locker, it's the mating game! Forgot the bloody applause line! Take it back! So embarrassing! 3, 2, the mating game! You forgot the amphetamines! Just kidding about it, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all feeling here tonight?
Right.
Come on now, how are we all feeling here tonight?
Right.
Okay, alright, that's the best we're gonna get out of you. Welcome to the mating game! My name is Squish, I'm gonna be your host for this evening's game. Rah! Isn't that nice? Come on, a roaring round of applause! Roar, roar. So, you're not applauding? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, just sort of chiming in late, are you? Very nice, very nice. Welcome to the mating game. What's going on back there in the 6th row? As you all know, what we do is we come out in the audience, we pick one of you lucky people to be a contestant on the mating game. Now, as you all know, what we do is have you come up here. There will be 2 rounds of questions of our bachelors and bachelorettes back there, at the end of which he or she will choose their dream date of a lifetime. And we'll whisk them away with a free trip and lots of prizes. And it's all courtesy of
The mating.
the mating game. You had to think about it for a minute, didn't you? Sure. I do sometimes. Oh, the mating game, right? Sure, the mating game. You in the back, will you cut it out with a red line? For God's sakes. All right, now, what I'd like to do, without further ado, is introduce my co-hostess for this evening, if I may. Let's see, where is she from? Oh, she's from Big Banana, Idaho. She has a degree in sculpting body parts with Q-tips and has worked as a masseuse for the U.S. Olympic baby oil wrestling team. Oh, I see. Her hobbies include listening to grass grow and collecting lip prints. A very unique hobby, ladies and gentlemen. Please say hello to Miss Candy Barr. Candy, come on out here. Candy. Candy, welcome to the mating game. It's really a pleasure having you here. Right. Okay, you can stop. Candy, right. Now, you know what you've got to do is go out in the audience and pick a lucky contestant for tonight's show. All right? Okay, well, not yet. Why not? Audience, help me out. Whom should we choose for our show? Should it be a man or a woman? What do you think here? A woman. Someone just grumbled woman over there in the corner, I think. A woman. It's going to be a woman for tonight's show. Candy, choose a lucky lady for tonight's mating game. Audience watching. Well, she doesn't waste time, does she? A volunteer right here, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up here on stage. Oh my God. Lily's getting your skirt dry cleaned. Is that it? Yeah, that's all right. We'll just shoot you from the waist up, as it were.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not complaining about it. Listen, what's your name, love?
Really? Or a fake?
Mating game. What's your name again?
I forgot.
Oh, come on, please, help me out here.
That happens to me all the time.
It was. What is this? It's like, you guys gotta go to the bathroom, right? Together, okay? Is that it?
Hazel!
Hazel! Your name is Hazel!
Hazel's good.
Hazel, are you an actress?
No.
Could have fooled me. Hazel, what do you do for a living, love?
This week or last week?
Christ. Just whatever you feel like, just first thing on your head. What do you do for a living?
I swat flies.
You swat flies? Hazel, say this for me. I'm really glad to be here.
I'm really glad to be here.
Oh, okay, great. Just wanted, I thought I got a trace of an accent from you there for a minute. I thought you might be from my country. Hazel, where are you from? Where are you from, by the way?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin! Hazel from Wisconsin. And what do you do for a living?
I swat flies.
You swat flies for a living? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Well, are you like some sort of scientist or something? You study them? Like,
That's it.
Right, sure, Hazel, sure. Hazel from Wisconsin, the drug addict. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a big round of applause. Right, Hazel, really a pleasure having you here. I mean that now. Do you understand the rules of the game? No. Neither do I, but just play along like you do, okay? There's one rule we didn't tell you about, isn't that right? Am I right, Candy?
That's right.
That's right. Listen, there's one rule you must adhere to at all times. Tell her about it, Candy, for God's sakes.
Say it slow, okay? Never look to your left.
Left.
Never look
Right.
to right.
Right. Never look behind you. Because you'll be disqualified. A little bit of an ooh from the audience on disqualification, please. When I said a little bit, I was just kidding. Can I get a bit of an ooh from the audience, please? Were you oohing, sir? Sorry to wake you. The man's chewing. I mean, you know, it's like, I can't do two things at once. Just kidding, sir. It's really a pleasure having you here. I mean that. No, don't clap now, sir. Clapping part's over. Sorry. All right. Shut up. Oh. That's what you get for running around with a hamster in your pants. Just kidding! I'm sorry. Hazel, this is not part of the mating game. We can delete every bit of that right now. Hazel, that's the one rule. Keep your eyes straight down the aisle. Do not look behind you. I would like to introduce our bachelors on the mating game! Right, thank you very much. From Cataract, Illinois, his hobbies are wandering around aimlessly and trying to find his way home, Mr. Alan Keller. Alan! Welcome to the mating game.
The mating game? This isn't Kmart?
No, this is the mating game. A squish, come on. Say hello. Say hello to Hazel.
Hello, Hazel. You still cleaning the Baxter's house?
No, not that Hazel. Christ. That's number 2, Hazel. He's a visitor to our shores. He's a guest to our shores. He enjoys causing power failures terrorizing lonely motorists, and abducting Elvis impersonators. He is a perfectly normal human, Hazel. He is not the forerunner of an alien invasion. Say hello to Mr. Potemkin Toyota! Sir, come on here, please. Say hello to Hazel.
Greetings, Carbon Unit.
Very nice. Badge number 3 is a one-string bass player for the band The Hot Attack Joggers. He enjoys doing smack and waving his privates at the royal family. Say hello to Mr. Ian Ick! Ian Ick! Come on! Yes! Ian, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure having you here, man.
What?
Oh, never mind. Say hello to Hazel.
Hazel, I'm nuts about you!
All right, Hazel, now let's go. You're going to ask different questions of all 3 bachelors back there. 1, 2, and 3. You can begin with whomever you like.
Okay,
right,
bachelor number 2.
Number 2.
You have my attention, Carbon Unit.
Do you wear a plaid sports coat?
That's meaningful and deep. I like that. Number 2. Do you wear a plaid sports coat? Apparently it's got something about men with plaid sports coats.
Negative, I wear an iridium sports coat.
Ah, an iridium sports coat. Very nice, very nice. A question for number 1 or 3, Hazel. You're doing great.
Thank you. Bachelor number 3.
What? That's Ian right there.
What instrument is it that you play? Or are you a
He's a one-string bass player. That was all
Hey,
right.
she's asking me, mate!
Thank you.
Listen, I've already answered. I've already told you, though. I'm going to give you a chance here to get one more question in. One more question for number 3. Something deep and something that will tell you about his character. Go ahead. You're doing great.
What groups do you wave these parts of your body at?
Ah!
What groups?
Number 3, what groups do you prefer to wave your body parts at? Excuse me, hello?
I usually like to show up early for the royal wedding, so I can give them... Oh.
Is this a command performance?
Yeah,
command performance. I got something that might tickle your fancy.
This individual is
Whoa.
pathetic.
Right, very nice, very nice. If you don't mind, could you just, a question for number 1, Hazel. Go ahead. Alan Keller.
I forgot what you told me about the guy.
Oh, well, he's the one who likes wandering around aimlessly and finding his way home.
That's it, that's it. Bachelor number 1. Would you know how to find your way through a map store?
Through a map store?
Oh, that's clever.
That's clever. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, God.
Would you pick number 1?
I want an answer.
Gee, that question was really deep. I hope I don't step in it.
Oh my. Number 1, would you be able to find your way around a map store?
Sure. As a matter of fact, I think I spent Thanksgiving in one.
Okay, I'll
That
buy
was
that.
as good as my question.
Well, that's all right. No, you're doing great. Ooh, a little bit of an ooh from the audience. What's your name, sir?
Raymond.
What's that? Raymond? Did you ooh just then? Hey, Raymond? So, are you enjoying this right now, Raymond?
Yes, I do.
I'm really glad to have you here, Raymond. I'm sincere about that. Very nice. A round of applause for Raymond. No, don't clap on yourself. Naughty, I'm just gonna... Clapping for yourself. Stop it! Would you please get back in line? All right, now it's the express route,
I
Hazel.
believe we are playing for a hologram.
No, we're not playing before a hologram. Get back in line.
I detect no neural activity.
What? Make your noise, yes, make your noise.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you very much, Candy.
Squish, your phone's ringing.
What?
Your phone's ringing.
What do you mean? Oh, shut up, for God's sakes! Now what you gotta do here, number 1. I'm sitting here playing. What you gotta do, what is this? This is like a Lewis Carroll story here. What you've gotta do is you've gotta ask the same question of all 3 now. This is the express round. Same question for all 3, Hazel, listen to me now. You've gotta outdo yourself in this round. You've gotta be something deep, something meaningful, something probing. I know you can do it.
Something quick.
The same question that I already asked, or a new question?
A whole new question, Hazel. A whole new. Would you like some help from the audience?
It's a tough game, Hazel. It really is.
Good. A question for all 3 bachelors from one of our audience members, please.
What color is your hair?
What color's your hair? What kind of a fucking deep meaning probing question is that? Somebody else. And I'm not going to intimidate you.
Drop off at the front door. What happens then?
Oh, what would happen after we like finished our date, right? What would happen? Oh, all right. You like that? Sure, I know you would. I brought your purse up here with you, didn't you don't trust your boyfriend, eh? It's all right. It's all right. I know how it is. Okay, you didn't come with a boyfriend, did you?
I guess so.
Okay. All right.
Very committal, isn't she?
Yeah, very nice.
You should be committed.
Number one. Alan, number one, I've got a question for you.
I'm blind, I'm not deaf.
Alan, listen. What would you do after you dropped her off at her doorstep after your dream date?
Well, I wouldn't look tenderly into her eyes, but I'd gently touch you upon your hand and whisper a sweet goodbye in your ear, and pray to God there wasn't a lot of traffic that night.
I get it. All right. Very nice answer.
I'm standing in an empty room.
Very nice answer. Thank you very much, Alan. Number two. Stick down. Just stick down. Number two. What would you do? The man that never blinks. What would you do after you dropped Hazel off on her front doorstep after your dream date?
At the conclusion of our date, we would explore Uranus.
That sounded not.
Now that sounds deep.
There's a lot of Klingons around there. Number three. What? I got a question for you.
Oh, good.
What would you do after your first dream date with Hazel and you drop her off on the doorstep? What would you do next?
Oh no, I never made it to the doorstep before on a date. I don't know.
Hey, come on now, stretch yourself here.
I don't know. I suppose we would either probably vomit or pass out.
Isn't that romantic?
It only depends if the methadone clinic was open or not.
Christ, vomit or pass out. Very nice.
Oh, well, I'm not going to ask you out then, Chrissy.
Oh, well, it's all right with me, lad. It's all right with me, sucking down at Jack Daniels there. All right, well, Hazel, it's that magic moment. You got to pick your dream date of a lifetime.
Either vomit or pass out.
I know the feeling. Get the stick down. All right, now, Hazel, while you're deciding on whom you're going to choose, audience, whom should she choose? Should it be bachelor number one?
Yes.
Bachelor number two?
Yes.
Or bachelor number three?
I don't know who's got this stick.
Right, who's got the stick? That's sick. First you leave your dress at the dry cleaners and then you want to go out with the man with a big stick.
No, I like sticks. I want to know who's got it.
All right, we'll just figure that out. Now, who's it going to be? Your dream date? Bachelor 1, Bachelor 2, or Bachelor 3?
Come on, the methadone clinic closes in half an hour.
Who would it be? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3! Look at this one, you made it right, man. All right, Bachelor. You didn't choose Bachelor number 1. Let me introduce him to you. He's the one from Cataract, Illinois. Right, now you get it. You got that in your Raymond, Cataract. His wife is loving this. Is this your wife, Raymond, right here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, do, eh? Very nice. Congratulations.
You come here. Oh, this is very romantic.
Hell is he? Alan got Bachelor number 1 from Cataract, Illinois. His hobbies are wandering around aimlessly and finding his way home. Say hello and goodbye, Mr. Alan Keller. Here we are, Alan Keller. Say hello and goodbye to Alan.
Hazel? There's something I really like about you. I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh, I get it.
Very nice. Alan, thank you.
How often?
Help him up, yes, if you would. Very nice.
Hey, what's your step, mate?
You didn't choose number 2. He is not the forerunner of an alien invasion. Say hello and goodbye to Mr. Potemkin Toyota. Here we are.
We have just exchanged genetic material.
Right, get off Well, you choose number 3. He's the one-string bass player for the band The Heart Attack Joggers. Ow. Hazel, he enjoys... What does he enjoy doing? Oh, he enjoys doing smack and waving his privates at the royal family. Say hello to Mr. Ian Hick, your dream name of a lifetime.
You lucky bugger!
Isn't it? Whoa! Listen, it's really a pleasure having you here. This is your dream day. Come on, you two get together here. Come on. The two of you are going to be
Where do we get to go?
I'm going to tell you that right now.
Shut up! God! Noisy bro.
Christ!
Oh!
Don't do it! You can't hit me like that!
Oh, I love
Hit
it!
me like that!
What, you got me a fucking anvil? Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
I'm going to tell you where you're going, for God's sakes!
God, I'm gonna puke.
I'll pass out.
What are the other, mate?
The two of you are going to be traveling via donkey-driven Model T
Sorry, God.
to the Boondocks Inn in Yeehaw Junction, Tennessee.
Oh, yeehaw.
You two will have accommodations at the Bob and Stoop Hotel.
Whoa.
It's true. Well, they don't give their customers the shout. You have won free tickets to the Grease Pig Wrestling and the National Tobacco Spitting Finals. Isn't that nice? And it's all courtesy of the Mating Gang.
Thank God for it!
All right, come downstairs. Come downstairs. It's time to do, Hazel, it's time to do the Mating Gang kiss. You know how we do that?
No.
All right, just like this. Just like this. You take your hand in your mouth.
Oh, one of these?
No, just like that.
Oh, say it.
Mating Gang kiss.
Oh, see it off.
Hold it right there, Hazel. Thank you, Mr. Hand. Hazel, you've also won 2 free tickets to come back to Menopause so that we can do this to you all over again. Isn't that nice? Very nice. Give her a round of applause. She was very good. Thank you, Hazel. Keep the lights up just a tad so she doesn't fall. Thank you very much.
We have now reached our favorite portion of the show. Before we start, we all need an occupation that we all three will share. What do we all do? Wax cucumbers. We all wax cucumbers. Okay. Now we need a volunteer. Would you volunteer to take him out?
Soundproof lobby.
Just a lot.
Be gentle. He's a virgin. Now that he's safely locked away in his soundproof booth, what we need is a cliche, a saying, an axiom of some sort. Something like, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, but not that common.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
That might be a little easy. You have anything not quite as common? A cliche, some sort of cliche? Cliche, you say them every day.
Penny saved, penny earned.
We'll do that one.
Okay.
A penny saved is a penny earned. It's his job to figure out what it is. You can whisper in her ear what it is. And there he comes. We are all 3 cucumber waxers. This is Torture the Actor.
God, I gotta get out of this job. I got it.
Not so bad.
I'm cracking up. I'm cracking up. I mean, cucumber. You know what I'm talking about? Just, they keep coming and keep coming. The only thing that makes it worthwhile is that we're a union and we make so much money. That's the key.
It's always darkest before the dawn, Pat.
Thanks, that helps. The thing is, figure what we do. We wax cucumbers. Who cares?
Well, but it's a living.
Life isn't a bowl of cherries.
No, it's cucumbers.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if we just didn't have that paycheck, it wouldn't be worth it. You know?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
But I guess looking at it that way, I mean, it is an honest job, isn't it? It's an honest job, isn't it?
Honesty is the best policy, Pat.
Thank you.
He's just upset because we've been saving for our own cucumber farm, you see. And
Bought the farm, huh?
We figured we'd have, 40 acres or so of cucumbers. And the cucumbers that we planted
with our own hands.
would be ours.
Our own.
Ours.
Two of us, ours.
We deserve them.
Yeah.
You know, we would deserve them.
We worked
And we would
hard.
get every red cent that we earned from those cucumbers. And we put it in the bank.
Yeah.
From each according to his worth, to each according to his needs.
Are you a union organizer?
No, just a utilitarian.
Oh, okay. But the thing is, we would put the money we had in a bank.
So we could...
Then the bubble would burst.
No! I hate it when he's so stupid. No, we would put it in the bank for like
A rainy day.
I mean, whatever amount of money,
No matter how small.
no matter how small, that we accumulated, earned.
Oh,
could
you
say
okay?
that. We would put it into a bank.
You got some change? All I've got is these, and I gotta go through the toll booth. They won't take any of these.
Give me 5 of those and I'll give you a nickel.
Okay. Seems like every time you get some of these, you got some more.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Pennies? Pennies from heaven.
All that thought, every increment of money that we accumulated, we would put
A penny saved is a penny earned.
And welcome to America's favorite game show, The Wheel of the Price is Right. Let's make a deal in the Century Pyramid Square. Thank you, both of you. I'm your host, Gary Plywood. Our contestant, Jerry Owens, who's been our contestant for the last 25 days, has reached the 25th plateau and is just 4 questions away from the biggest prize in game show history, $100 million. How you feeling, Jerry? I thought so. 4 questions, Jerry. Let's get the show on the road. Question number 1. During the Iran-Contra scandals, what was the most popular answer given by witnesses?
I don't remember.
That's right! 3 more questions for $100 million. What cosmetic change does Ronald Reagan most wish to make?
Who knows?
New nose is right! Just 2 questions for $100 million, Sheriff. What is the Eskimo word for eating blubber? Yeah, that's right! I hold in my hand the final question. For $100 million, Gerald Owens. Who were the first man and woman on Earth?
Adam and Eve.
That's right! I did it! Jerry, this is a multi-part question. True or false, Jerry? If Adam and Eve were the first man and woman on Earth, then all people on Earth are their descendants. True or false?
True!
That's right! Just 1 more part. This is it, Jerry. For the whole ball of wax, the whole enchilada, the whole piece of cheese, $100 million. If all people on Earth, true or false, if all people on Earth are Adam and Eve's descendants, then all people on Earth, even you and I, Jerry, are related. True or false?
True!
That's right! But I'm sorry, Jerry. Employees and relatives of employees of this show are ineligible to win prizes.
Hi, welcome back, FTV. That's Floss Television. I'm your PJ for tonight. That would be the Reverend Hard Left. Keep those dollars coming in. That last video you just saw was the Evangelical Devils, and they're playing their latest hit, "Send Me to the Moon, You Goon." And this next one is geared to all you yuppies out there, and I'd like to proudly introduce the world premiere of this brand new video, and it's called Executive Daybreak.
Great moments in history. The Spanish Inquisition.
Okay?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, okay, it's time for y'all to start thinking up things that might be on your mind. We're going to ask you to pull out questions that may be plaguing you, questions on any topic at all. Philosophy, geography, politics, science, art, health, the world, and all that surrounds it. And these questions will be answered for you by Mental Floss's own panel of experts. A languid group they are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, could I have a starter question, please, for this, the panel of experts? Yes?
Why do they call grocery stores supermarkets?
Oh, that's a good question. Panel, why do they call grocery stores supermarkets?
Because they are
Often
confused with other
people's
minor markets.
You have to set up the differential there. We have another question, please, for the panel of experts. Anything that's been on your mind, anything that hasn't.
Why are pickles green?
I've often wondered that. Panel, the lady in the third row would like to know, why are pickles green?
Pickles are envious.
They wanted to be something else, and I don't blame them. Another question? Anybody?
What are condoms lubricated with?
You dog. Okay. Okay, they know that. Panel, what are condoms lubricated with?
Prophylactics are lubricated
With.
WD-40.
Why?
Yeah, that's maybe the Tin Man's condom is the why? No, never mind. We'll get off that subject if you don't mind and move on here. We got time for maybe 1 or 12,000 more questions for the panel. Anything else? You spook, you got a question that's on your mind?
Why do we carve pumpkins on Halloween?
Why or when?
Why?
Good question, and very topical, I might add. Panel, why do we carve pumpkins on Halloween?
Pumpkins are carved
On
Halloween because repressive
people
often prefer children.
Public service announcement.
Hello, I'm Officer Friendly. We are in the Halloween season now, but there are evils lurking everywhere. Last year, my daughter, Elizabeth, went out dressed as an angel, came back and was about to jump into her goodies that she had collected. But I noticed something strange. What to the naked eye, an untrained eye, would appear as a simple box of raisins had actually been tampered with. There are sick minds in the world that thrill to hurting young children, and they are devious. They conceal the damage that they do. What most people would take as a simple box of Cracker Jacks, the trained eye will notice that it is actually a deadly weapon. So please, examine all of your children's goodies, or else this could happen to you. This has been a public service announcement.
Looks safe to me. Hey, you know, last week I was out delivering a pizza. I drove all the way out what'd you say?
P-Ryan.
P-Ryan. And I was driving my pizza wagon to P-Ryan. I went all the way out to Boone's in P-Ryan. I drove out to this house that was shaped like a pumpkin. Shaped like a pumpkin. And I walked up to the door and said, ever seen a house like this? I rang the doorbell, and you know what kind of sound it made? It sounded like a fart. It did. I pushed the button, went. That's great. Suddenly the door opened. In front of me was this
Herman Munster.
Herman Munster. You order a pizza, sir? He said,
No, Uncle Fester did.
No, Uncle Fester did. It's the wrong house. Uncle Fester. Anyway, so I said, well, sir, I got this pizza here, and it's going to get cold, and I'm almost past my half-hour limit. Will you take it? He said, sure, come on in. My family loves pizza, so I went inside, and they offered me a lesbian poison. I drank it down, and I started feeling like a what? Like a lesbian gopher. I wanted to dig a hole and do it to the female gopher. I wanted to do it to the female gopher's hole. No, but seriously. But then I was terrible. I was like running around the house going, oh, I feel like a lesbian gopher. And Herman said, wait a minute here, drink this. And he gave me an elixir that made me feel like
An old man.
like an old man. And I started going,
I gotta get back to the wagon. You gotta help me.
all of a sudden, out of the cracks in the wall started coming this cousin It. There was a hand coming out of the crack in the wall. I said, can you help me? I gotta get back to my wagon. I'm afraid to... No, sorry. I said,
Help me. How things are happening to me.
and the hand went, which is yes in hand language. And it helped me all the way out to my wagon, but what happened, I got all the way out to my wagon, and you know what happened?
Sinkhole.
There was a sinkhole. The wagon was 12 feet down. I said, shit, damn, what am I gonna do? And the hand said, which is sign language for,
Shit.
Tough shit, bud.
tough shit, pizza deliverer. Shit, I'm not coming back to this neighborhood ever again. So I took the hand up and I stuck it down the sinkhole, and then I started to
Ask for a tip.
ask for a tip. And then out of the ground started coming this what?
Goo.
This goo. Boy, creative input here, boy. Goo. This goo coming out of the ground. So I ran, and Herman Munster was coming after me. Well, fuck it, I blow it all out now. Herman Munster was coming after me with a
Machete.
with goo. With gudicide. I don't know what he was coming after me with. He was running after me. He said, don't ever come back to this neighborhood again, son. It's dangerous. I said, I know what you mean, Mr. Munster. So he loaned me his dick. And that's where I got my tip, was from his dick. Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, could we have occupations, please? What do I do?
You're a violinist.
I'm a violinist, thank you.
And for me, please? A gardener. I'm a gardener. Thank you very much.
You used my viola for what?
Well, my hoe was busted, so I just had to hoe some of these cabbages. I just used it.
That was made by Antonio Stradivari's nephew. How could you do that? I mean, it doesn't even look remotely like a hoe.
Well, wasn't he a gardener?
It's all dirty. And it's got dirt all through it.
This is nice. But two talented actors like this can handle more. Could I have an impediment that I can place upon this young man?
There's no legs.
He's got a lisp. And an impediment for this young man.
He has no legs.
He has no legs. Unfreeze.
This is a priceless 17th century viola.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but my hoe is too long, you see, so I need something a little shorter to get down to the hole there, so that's what I have to
You
do.
thought you just used my priceless instrument.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was priceless.
Are you making fun of the way I talk?
No, I'm not making fun shaking yet. Oh, all right, it's better. And look, don't step on my cabbages. Freeze!
Their talent is yet to be tested. Could I have another impediment from him? He lisps and
Picks his nose.
he lisps and he picks his nose. Sinus spelunking, as it were. And this man has no legs and
No arms.
Rules.
No arms.
no legs and no arms.
Picks holes with his mouth.
Unfreeze!
You silly goose, how am I going? Excuse me.
Hey, you shouldn't do that.
I have a concert tonight and it's filthy and it's full of dirt.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good, look what you got me doing. Would you get my hoe and just stick it in my mouth, please? I gotta get this car
Yeah.
done. You mind?
I'll stick your hoe into your mouth.
Oh, Uncle, can you give me a push? Give me a push around the garden, thank you. Freeze!
All right, I think we're approaching the pinnacle of all this. Okay, he's got no legs. He's got no arms. I don't want to cut off any other extremities. What other impediment can I give him?
He's blind.
He's blind. And he's got a lisp. He picks his nose. And
He's a village idiot.
he already is. He's hard of hearing. He's hard of hearing.
Unfreeze!
I'll be happy to give you a push.
Oh! I'm not quite there yet. Give me another push. I don't think I'm there yet. I can't really see. Hey, I said give me a push. Oh!
We are Mental Floss. I'd like to introduce the cast right now. We have Mr. Jerry Owens.
Sal Pisani. Miss Karen-Eileen. Mark McCracken. Brad Manley.
And the man on the mic, Mr. Alan Wells. Thank you, Al. We are Mental Floss. And we really appreciate you sticking with us with a small audience. It's a little hard, but thank you for being here. We have shows every Friday and Saturday night right here, 9 and 11. Go out, tell your friends, blackmail your enemies, just get them down here because if you tell two friends,
They'll tell two friends. And so on.